If you are throwing like this, then you are leaking power. Let me explain. So in that example, my shoulders are up, my chest is out, standing very upright, and there is a pause before the acceleration, which also means that there is no elastic loading. Let's break this down and increase power on our throws. Explosive power comes from an active stretch, then an immediate contraction. This process is known as the SSC, or the stretch shortening cycle. And in the SSC, if we are actively stretching and then a shortening of the muscle takes place straight after, this allows us to create greater force and more power than if we are just shortening the muscle from a resting state. So in between the eccentric phase and the concentric phase, the lengthening and shortening of the muscle, elastic energy is stored in the tendons. Like flicking this elastic band, there is greater, force and power that is being able to be outputted. In order to harness the elastic energy from your tendons and the SSC process into your throw, you need to make sure that there is a rapid stretch that takes place before the maximum separation of your scapula happens. So that means your back muscles, when they are stretched out, this must happen after a rapid stretch. If you start in this position, you've already stretched everything out, then that means that you're not able to harness the elastic energy and the process of the SSC, which greatly improve your force and power capabilities into your throw. Okay, now going on to the posture of the throw. So remember how I said if you're standing upright and tall, you're not going to produce as an efficient throw as you could be. So look at this, okay? If I'm stood like this, I'm not preloading my core. I'm not engaging my abs, okay? My core, my abs is the base of the throw, and the arm is just the lever. So when we are upright, the abs are not engaged and the power can't be expressed through into the arm, into the disc, because our scapula, which is our shoulder blade, is what connects our trunk to our arm. So in order for that transfer to happen, and obviously the trunk is a connector for big muscles in the legs. So in order for this to all work, we need to have our abs engaged, our base to be stable. Otherwise, the arm ends up working on its own, and the elastic energy that we talked about is not going to be efficiently used, or as efficiently as it could be. So onto the positioning of the shoulders. So if my shoulders are like this, okay, have you ever pulled anything like a big rope when your shoulders are like this? You probably haven't, because it just doesn't feel natural, and you don't feel like you have all the power that you could be using. So when we drop the shoulders, that means that it engages our lats, which is our back muscle, one of the biggest muscles in our bodies, which obviously is very important. And if we are doing this, it means we're not just using our arm, like if we're in this position, we're able to use the back in our throw. So in summary, load, stretch, contract, and transfer. And if you are not using your back muscles in your throw, this is how you are going to turn out in the gym.